Just off I-70 on the east side of town, we're at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's the finale of this four-game set between the Seattle Mariners and the Kansas City Royals. It's Royals baseball coming up next.
Let's play ball.
Ready now, number 87. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slider laid off for a ball. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
Stepping up now, Dominic Smith, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games.
Dominic Smith.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Off balance throw, gets it. Nice play there as the side is retired. 1 left for Seattle. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Digging in, Kevin Daniels. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Royals, the center fielder, Kevin Daniels.
On
1-1-1.
the third. He's right there. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. Last season, he had over 110 RBIs. That's an RBI machine. When you're driving in over 100, that's really special, and you are doing some big things.
Coming to the plate now, number 87. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, number 87 is, get this, slugging over 700. That's a number almost unheard of, so if you can help it, don't miss any of his at-bats. This is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score as the Mariners get off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Smith.
The 0-1 delivery. Grounded to third. This could be 2. The tag gets 1. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. On to first, and they get them both. So striding forward now, number 13. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Lourdes Gurriel.
He's set. The 3-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mariners forced to settle for one. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 1 and the Royals nothing. Now in the box, number 87. Couple of
Number
singles
87.
to his credit thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Park is under it. 2 gone. Here's Manny Machado now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Working for the punch out and the offering. On the ground to the left side. One there. Back to first, and Machado's retired as well. It's a double play. Stepping in, number 87. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Over the bullpen and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 17 for him on the season, and with it the Mariners move out in front 3-2.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
So stepping in, Evan Thomas. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this. Only down by 1. All they need to do is... and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react.
Striding forward now is the DH, Sammy Prado.
The designated hitter.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Prado.
A bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Standing in, number 87. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things...
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Dominic Smith. It was a walk in his last trip.
Dominic Smith.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-2 the final today. Seattle jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Roberto Chavez takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Angel Zavala wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.